So let's play a game called Was It True? And we're going to take a look at Dark Lopez's recent interview of the great legend and some of the nonsense that happened there. Let's break it down.
Live show thing that a group does, and I'm just going to do a solo live show all by myself. I'm going to talk for an hour. I'm going to show books. I'm going to tell people what I love to read, and I'm going to show them what comics, cooking, gaming, and the Legends truth is all about, man. And that's how I started, dude.
This is something that, for some reason, the Great Legend Show has been credited as being the first live stream in the comic book community content space, and it's just not true. His first video about anything to do with comic books actually led to an Iron Man DVD. And it wasn't even the first day. This happened on September 25th, 2012. However, his friend, Oddfellow Thoughts, is actually one of the first ones I could find. I'm not saying he is the first, but this started on September 16th, 2012. Basic math and the Google Wayback Machine can simply verify that. In fact, the Great Legend Show being the first to do a live stream with a chat about comic book content doesn't even rank into the top 10 of the first.
True, and there was another guy in Blasted or Statute that came along, like after I had left Blasted or Statute long after this guy came along. But there was another member of Blasted or Statute named Pocan Joe. Now, hey, I'm just saying he was a member of Blasted or Statute. His name may or may not come up anymore during this episode. So if you're a Pocan Joe fan, if you're a fan of synthetic panels, if you're a fan of YouTube comic book people, or if you're a fan of just artificial intelligence or crane games in general, make sure you IG direct message Pocan Joe to let him know he's welcome, and he's the star of the show if he only watches.
This is another thing that he has constantly been claiming. The YouTube people wanting us being them as well is relatively new, but for some reason he is constantly on this. He's Pocan Joe. We've kind of already beaten this up, and we've even taken some of his evidence. If you want to see that video, at the end of this video, please check it out, because he can't even use Instagram or knows how it works, much less try to figure out who we are.
There's also another thing I studied called the Mandela effect that happened to me in 2016, where visually I saw reality more. I can't really explain this to the people. I can't explain it to normal humans, or not that anyone's normal human. What is a normal human? But like,
I'm not normal.
Like reality, I saw reality flash. There was something that changed. It's called Mandela effect. But I saw an instance where one thing like changed in front of my vision, to where like it was physical and mental, and I could touch it, and it had changed. So I had to pretty much start learning myself again and studying myself and going in and using, the Holy Spirit that Jesus has given me. That's one of the gifts God gives you when you become a follower of Christ. You get the Holy Spirit, and it's like a flame within you, and you start seeing things, and you can start manipulating things to, where you can see the future. You can see where future events are taking us.
I absolutely believe this one. I can't prove that it's real, but I'm just going to tell you right now, I absolutely believe it, because your content and your online persona changed dramatically after 2016.
You mentioned Undisputed Frost. You won't say names, but I will. And I'm sure Undisputed Frost will be very interested in everything you just had to say tonight. You didn't mention GPAP. I'm sure Gene Paul's Peter might be interested in some of the things you had to say tonight.
Do you want to know all of those guys? Are you going to ring them off?
Yeah, I'm going to ring them off. I also have several screenshots of you and what happened with Jeremy in the Comic Core that I can show. Would you want me to do that too?
Yeah, if you want to.
Yeah, okay, great. Let's bring one up.
Nairobi claimed to have all these screenshots and everything and said that he would show them, and it never happened. Just on the basis of what we saw here, whether it has them or not, I don't know, but we never saw it.
There's a couple things you need for defamation. Number one, you need to prove that there was some harm to you personally or your business dealings.
I don't know this guy very well, but that is absolutely incorrect. You can sue for defamation over a numerous of things. I'll cite myself here as we go through more of this.
Number two, you need to defame a person. Niobe Comics is not a person. Your face was not shown on any of these streams. You weren't really on here. You're hiding yourself, and therefore your need for anonymity eliminates any sort of legal responsibility that anybody has for talking about you like you're a real fucking person.
This is wildly incorrect. It's very simple when using an avatar online. It doesn't provide any protection, I'll give them that. But if the person is still identifiable to their audience, they use a consistent online identity or username, their voice or other characteristics make them recognizable, the context makes it clear who is being referenced. It can still be used as defamation. And just for a reference, because I don't want to be one of those guys that just says a bunch of things online and expects people to believe me, here's 7 cases within recent history that would be used for presidents in this argument. Well, that's going to wrap this video up. And if you want to check out the video where Great Legend tried to say I was somebody else, unfortunately he took his down, but I left mine up, which references him. You can check that out right here. And also anything that we covered in this video today, the links will be in the description down below under sources. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. And don't forget, I'm JINK A.I, your comic community host. And thank you for watching.